Yeah.
Um, I technically went twice earlier, so Dad,
Okay, I'll take the second level spell. Give me a list of them.
give you a list of second level spells.
Yep.
Aid, Branding Smite, Find Steed, Find Vehicle, Gentle Repose, Lesser Restoration, Locate Object, Magic Weapon, Prayer of Healing, Protection from Poison, Warding Bond, Zone of Truth.
What's Zone of Truth?
Zone of Truth. That's more for roleplay stuff. You can create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such creatures can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Okay, never mind. Go back.
What is
What
that?
is Branding Smite?
Branding Smite. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which becomes visible if it is invisible, and the target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Okay, let me see some more of the level 2 spells. I mean, because he's already got radiant damage. That's just going to add radiant damage to it.
Yes. But it's also gonna. Well, it's not important for him for them not to be invisible, but you know,
What is this warding bond?
warding bond. This spell wards a willing creature you touch and creates a mystic connection between you and the target until the spell ends. While the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and it has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. The spell ends if you drop to 0 hit points, or if you and the target become separated by more than 60 feet. It also ends if the spell is cast again on either of the connected creatures. You can also dismiss the spell as an action.
Okay. So kind of explain that because that's like,
Okay,
so if I,
so you cast this on, say, uh, okay, our home campaign. If you were to cast this on Fitz, right?
yep.
Any damage Fitz takes is halved,
Uh-huh.
but you take the same amount of damage.
Okay.
But Fitz has +1 to AC and saving throws, which isn't huge, but
No, but how would that help him if he's like, say, could he cast it, say, like on somebody else? But I'm not under, that's not what I thought it was.
okay.
That's not what I thought it was going to be. Anyway,
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Um, let's just do the protection from poison.
Protection from poison.
Yeah, just do
You
the protection.
touch a creature. If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison. If more than one poison afflicts the target, you neutralize one poison that you know is present, or you neutralize one at random. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance to poison damage.
Okay, that'll work. Put that on
Protection from poison. All right, Zach.
Crusader's Mantle.
Huh?
Crusader's Mantle.
Crusader's Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a?
It's a third level spell.
It's a third level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Holy power radiates from you, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, does an extra 1d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack. That's nice.
Well, if he's already gonna be broken, why not just?
All right, so mine. I saw something a second ago. Dad didn't want to do branding smite. What was I looking at? Compelled duel. I'm putting compelled duel on there.
Okay.
All right, Dad.
So where are we at? What do we got left?
I mean, we don't have to do more spells, but we can.
Hmm.
I'm happy with the actions. Bonus actions. I mean, a lot of these spells that we're putting on here are going to be bonus actions.
Yeah, they are. Like some of
Um,
them.
yeah. And then we have mythic actions and legendary actions, but I think I'm good with those too.
Yeah.
So really, all we have left is maybe some more reactions. Maybe he can use counterspell. Um, 3 times or something. I don't know.
That's-
Sorry, what did you say?
no, I'm just looking something quick.
Sorry if you hear the button clicking.
So give him was it
Hmm?
magic initiate feat allows spells that are cast as a reaction. Nothing. Never mind.
Magic Initiate is for. We could give him whatever spells we want, technically.
Okay. Look this. What is Hellish Rebuke?
Ooh. Hellish Rebuke. Reaction, which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. I think this would be a cool spell, just maybe reflavored for him.
Okay. Whatever, but just put that on.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
All right. Zach?
Okay, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So I know we've given him a lot of spells,
Mm-hmm.
but hear me out. A few cantrips.
Ooh.
And to start it off, change it slightly, but Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say, reflavored and as if level 20.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because that means he can shoot like 4 different bolts or whatever.
Because now he still has magic that he can still use and not have to use all the spell slots immediately.
Right. Which I don't see any villain ever using all of their spell slots.
I don't either, but you never know.
You never know.
He's gotta have options, right?
Yeah. All right. So it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think Thunder Smite. Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
I know we're giving him a bunch of level 1 spells, but you can upcast some of them.
Yeah.
Not Thunderous Smite, but Searing Smite you can, I believe.
I'm pretty sure most spells you can. Not all of them, but most.
Oh, yeah. All right, Zach. Or, not Zach. Dad?
Okay. So we'll go back to the cantrips. Like you got one. How many do they usually have cantrips? If they
That varies depending on the class. My
So give me a list.
paladins don't have any, but
Normally don't have any.
Okay. Well, give me a list of cantrips there.
All right. All right. We have Acid Splash, Blade Ward, Booming Blade, Chill Touch, Control Flames, Create Bonfire, Dancing Lights, Decompose, Druidcraft, Eldritch Blast, Encode Thoughts, Firebolt, Friends, Frostbite, Green Flame Blade, Guidance, Gust, Hand of Radiance, Infestation, Light, Lightning Lure, Hand Mage, Mage Hand, Hand Mage, Magic Stone, Mending, Message, Mind Sliver, Minor Illusion, Mold Earth, On Off, Poison Spray,
yeah,
Prestidigitation, Primal Savagery, Produce Flame, Ray of Frost, Resistance, Sacred Flame, Sapping Sting, Shape Water, Shillelagh, Shocking Grass, Spare the Dying, Sword Burst, Thaumaturgy, Thorn Whip, Thunderclap, Toll the Dead, True Strike, Vicious Mockery, Virtue, and Word of Radiance.
Okay.
on off is for like fires, basically.
Okay. There was one I'm kind of specifically thinking of that,
Okay, what do you?
like we've used in one of our quests before,
Uh-huh.
where like it's similar to a snare, like something like when they cast it, it comes up behind like, and grasps the player, and like you know what I'm saying?
No, but what's Viking?
Yeah, I'm trying to call.
No, I don't. Zach, can you think of a
Would it be
cantrip?
the Rangers snare ability or snare? Uh, where they walk into it and it traps them, essentially.
That's a like first level spell, isn't it?
Is it? I think
It
you're
might
right. I
have,
think it is level.
it might have
I
been,
don't.
but it's like a. It was like it was. I think it was like an elemental thing. Like you you cast a cantrip or cast a spell or whatever, and it like ensnared them or it's similar. I'm thinking it was more like a hand that come up behind them and squeezed around them. I can't remember exactly, but I
Well,
remember we used it
there's
in a campaign once before.
there's shocking grasp.
That'll work.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna put the cantrips as if level 20.
Mhm.
Ow! I just hit my elbow. That hurt. All right. I think I saw one a second ago that I really wanted to put on here, but I can't remember what it was.
It's
Oh,
not your type.
sword burst. Duh.
He's going out of turn.
Sorry, Zach.
You're fine. I don't. Gives me more time to think,
All right.
and I didn't get more time to think. Wait a second. I don't have. I thought of Eldritch Blast, and that was it. That's all. Um, there was another. Hold up. Let me look this up real quick. Yeah, no one would do that one. Never mind. That could be busted.
What?
I was gonna give him Aura of Vitality,
Oh.
but it's 2d6 of healing, and he gets to choose who does it.
Oh. Is it a?
It's a third level spell.
I like it though.
Yeah,
I
I just
actually
didn't
might just
figure we
use
want to give
that.
him healing. I mean, if you want to give him something to where he can heal even more than he already can, then
Well, he has no healing until after he goes into Mythic.
that is true. Yeah, let's give him that as a third level spell then, because that would be all three of his third level spell slots.
Well, if he used each one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's coming along nicely, and I think we're almost done. Does that?
Well, what do you think we got left to get him? I mean, like, so he's almost done.
I think I'm
What
gonna
is?
give him Branding Smite, and I think we could be done with his spells because that's a lot of spells that he can use.
yeah. I feel like now we need to do feats and start working on his AC and stuff.
And if he even needs like feats, like he's got True Sight and Dark Vision, and he's got the modular offense. He can change the radiant damage on this sheet to any type of damage he chooses, within reason. Um, and he has all these spells. He's got a reactive teleport. I think we can bump that up to like 2 uses. You think?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
yeah. There is an item that I want to add to him though. There's
Ooh, okay.
so it does basically the same thing that he already can do, where it changes the element or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but it changes. It's for the elements that he already can't change it to. He has vials that it's a one-time use of each vial to change it to a different element.
Vials of damage
So
changing.
like him being a
One
celestial,
per type.
let's say he can't change it to like poison and stuff like that without like there being a reason for him to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
So with these vials, he can change it to poison without having anything around it for it to have a reasoning.
I'm gonna say can apply as a bonus action.
Yeah,
So his modular offense is like just a base, but the vials of damage changing, one per type of damage, can apply as a bonus action. And then I think people uh, can figure out what kind of damage. I think people can
yeah.
figure out what this means.
Well, because when he does the where it normal like where it change his bonus action or whatever to change the elemental damage,
Mm-hmm.
it changes everything. It changes weapons, it changes the arrows, all of that into whatever damage he picks.
Uh-huh.
But then when he uses the vials, it changes one specific thing to that type. But he has a limited use of those. That way he can't just constantly use them.
Yep. Sorry, my cat was up here.
You're fine.
Yeah, I think he's almost done. If not done, except for this stuff. I think being a super strong paladin, 22 armor class, does that sound about right?
Yeah, and even then, that's kind of I would say that's kind of low for then, but also not knowing what I can roll as dice and
Right.
never even touch him.
Um, charisma, challenge rating. We're just gonna smack him at a 20.
Hmm.
I mean, he may be more than that, but we're smacking him at a 20 because he's basically for use against level 20s. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real here. Um, we've got his HP,
No.
his passive perception. Dad,
What?
his passive perception is like if we're sneaking around,
How easy can he detect?
how easy
No,
can he
like
detect without actually
rolling.
paying attention?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I figured we already covered that in some of the stuff because he has, like, he can, being celestial, he can sense your presence. So,
Oh, but
um,
that's not. He has to. That he has something he has to actually use. This is just him, like out of the corner of his eye, seeing you without actually looking for you.
Yeah.
no. Um, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Kind of like, let's give it like right in the middle somewhere, which would be what?
16?
What- That seems like a little high. I thought, but whatever.
Well, no,
Oh.
because at level 20, if you're sneaking around, unless you're just not you don't have sneaky people with you, you're going to be rolling 20s, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That and that's not even.
All right.
yeah. We'll
So,
do 16.
what do we think about his charisma score being just a straight 20?
That makes sense to me.
All right. Um, wisdom
He should
score.
have pretty high stats. Let's
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest here.
All of them. I'm going to say 20 on strength as well because we're giving him a plus. What is it? Plus 8 to hit, plus 10 to hit, and then plus 4. So I guess it would be more along the lines of an 18.
Hmm.
Dex score 16.
Yeah, because I mean, he has things to do with Dex, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, yeah. Um, intelligence 18. I'm thinking,
Yep.
and then con. Oh, constitution definitely
Constitution's got to be pretty high.
20.
Yeah.
All right. So condition immunities. Or actually, saving throw proficiencies. We're gonna give them con, and we're gonna give them or charisma, and we're gonna give them. What do you think? Strength.
Uh, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Damage adjustments. Okay, I'm gonna give him resistance to anything uh, non magical.
You're giving resistance to anything non-magical.
All damage. No. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non magical attacks. Resistance.
It can still affect him. It's just reduced.
And we're gonna go to necrotic and do resistant to necrotic. Makes sense. But here's
Hmm.
the thing, right? Radiant, immune.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense. And I think that
Shouldn't
is
be able
going.
to affect him.
What?
Said radiance shouldn't be able to affect him. He
Yeah.
literally spews out radiance. So
I think he's immune to being charmed, immune to being
yeah.
frightened, um, immune to being poisoned, and what else do you think?
I think that should cover about everything. 'Cause I feel like you should have maybe like can you do like not immunity but resistance to like fire and stuff?
Resistance to fire damage?
Yeah, because his skin would give him protection from that or whatever.
Y'all gonna have him like immune or resistant to everything.
Well, if you don't have a magical weapon, then he's taking half damage. Uh, if you're trying to do necrotic damage to him, he has half damage. He can't take damage from radiant.
And fire just reduced.
Yeah. Save that. I think we're good on all that. All right. So, languages.
Well, obviously celestial.
Yep. And common.
Yep.
And that might be all. I mean,
Yeah.
senses. Okay, we give him true sight. This is going to be a bit redundant here. Dark vision. Yeah. Skills. Oh, this is. Never mind. Movement. I'm going to say he can fly.
Mhm.
40.
Well, do we want to give him flight?
Actually, you know what? You're right. You're
Because
right.
well, I'm just thinking overall, like because not all. Because I got to thinking, mostly most of the time also it's just fly, but there are some that don't fly. I mean,
I mean, yeah. I'm
and
gonna
since
give him.
he controls angels or whatever, I feel like he doesn't need to fly.
I'm gonna give him 45 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Of walking speed. And I'm going to be honest. I think we're good here.
I think so too.
Yep.
So we have made a celestial that anybody can use if you go to D&D Beyond and just search underscores.
Because we don't have an actual name
We
for
don't
him.
have a name. You can make your own name. I mean, and obviously, I just did he for simplicity's sake. It doesn't have to be he. It could be they. It could be her. It could be whatever. But True Sight and Dark Vision, up to 120 foot in grayscale. True Sight, he just True Sight. Modular offense, he can change the radiant damage on this sheet to any type of damage he chooses within reason, and then without reason, he can take one of these vials and 1 damage per type and change whatever. He has 3 legendary resistances per day, which he can basically choose to pass saving throws 3 times a day. He has 3 cantrips, as if he were level 20. Eldritch Blast, Shocking Grasp, and Sword Burst. Eldritch Blast is the thing that... Whew! First level, he has Searing Smite, Compelled Duel, Hellish Rebuke, Thunderous Smite. Second level, Protection for Poison and Branding Smite. Third level, Dispel Magic, Crusader's Mantle, and Aura of Vitality. Fourth level, he's got Aura of Life. And fifth level, he's got Banishing Smite. His actions, Arrows of Light. He can use these twice. He can summon 4 arrows anywhere within 30 feet of himself. As a bonus action, he can attack with 1 arrow. And he can make 2 arrow attacks as a bonus action, or as an action after that. Ranged attack, they're 60 feet, 120 feet at disadvantage, 1d6 piercing and 1d10 radiant, plus 8 to hit. Charming Mind. He can use an action to force a target to make a DC 18 charisma saving throw. On a failed save, they must use 3 of their turns to fight their allies, and it does not work on other Celestials. Multi-attack, he can make 3 attacks from below when making the attack action, so he can make 2 Holy Flails and 1 Light Burst, or 2 Light Bursts and 1 Holy Flail, or he can make 3 Holy Flails, or 3 Light Bursts, or however you want to do it. And his Holy Flail is kind of... Whew. And then his reactions, he doesn't have many reactions, but whatever. He can use 2 uses of his reactive teleport. He can, when he's hit by an attack and takes damage, he can use his reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 50 feet, basically getting him out of the way of any more attacks. Or at least melee attacks. Mirror Image, he can use 1 time as a bonus action. He can take an extra, like when he uses his Holy Flail, he can make an extra attack as a bonus action. Legendary actions, 3 that replenish at the start of his turn. Gaze of Judgment. He looks at a creature and his eyes glows if the enemy is not lawful good, and he has advantage against that. If the enemy is not lawful good, he has advantage against that creature, and that creature has disadvantage against him for 1 minute. Blinding Light takes all 3 of his actions in a turn. He begins to glow intensely. Creatures except for him within a 60-foot radius are blinded until the end of his next turn. Creatures that were blinded by this light take 2d10 radiant damage on the start of their turn. When he drops to 0 hit points, he regenerates his hit points and explodes with intense light as 2 angels are summoned. He has 1 mythic action in this form that regenerates on initiative 20. He can either summon an angel for that, or he can heal Celestials, which any Celestial, including himself, is healed for 4d6 HP. He has a 22 armor class. Armor class type, it's armor. Because, he's a paladin. 425 average hit points, which I didn't take the actual average. I don't care. Strength score is 18, Dex is 16, Con is 20, Intelligence is 18, Wisdom 16, Charisma is 20. And then he's got Charisma and Strength saving throw proficiencies. Basically, any regular damage attack doesn't do anything to him. Fire, he's resistant to, or not doesn't do anything to him. He's resistant to it. Fire, he's resistant to. Necrotic, he's resistant to. He's immune to radiant damage. He's immune to being charmed, frightened, and poisoned. Whew.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Yep. So if anybody uses that, we'd like to know their thoughts on that and how it goes.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you use this, definitely come back to the comments. Tell me how it goes. Tell us how it goes. And I'm going to save changes. We're going to go to Homebrew Monsters. Wrong part. My Homebrew Creations. And share with community. Boom. So,
How many underscores is that?
what?
How many underscores did you put his name as?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. They could just find it. You could search underscore. Like, I guarantee you, if I just went to collections and went browse monsters, I could just put a couple underscores in here.
Well, why don't you try?
It's either only underscores, which ours is, in Rashok the blank.
I can't find it.
Zach, I just posted it.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I guess. Listen next time.
But I don't want to. Can't make me.
Did you say it was fun? You guessed.
No, that was fun. I guess we'll see everybody next time. Actually, there are a couple people that were watching. I don't know if they're still watching, but Gabe Rock said hi. Hast3110 says, greetings, what are you making? Tommy Kuro just said creation with some stickers here. But thank you guys for watching, and if you're still here, this is actually for a podcast that we do that is on YouTube as the same name, the Questcast, with a Q instead of a C. So if you're still watching, but this was just part 2. Part 1 is already up. Part 2 is fixing to go up, I guess. Probably in about 15-20 minutes. So